Yeah. What's up, you people? Let's see what we got. Already. Let's wait. Da, 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 da. Welcome. Here's another one. Here we are. Already. Welcome, good people. Kiai Media. Thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate all of you. I see people online. Thank you for coming. Already, let's give it a few minutes. Let's wait for people to drop by, people to come by. Appreciate everybody. Holla. Yeah, and today's topic is very interesting. It's very interesting topic. We want to be talking about why the African countries digress after independence or regress instead of going forward. Yeah, and that's the topic we'll be discussing today. And in my school they used to tell us forward ever, backwards never. I remember those days, my elementary school, And today I just want us to talk about that. So log in, let us reason together, as the scripture says. Come, let us reason together, people. Let's reason together, guys. Come in. Let's come together. Let's reason together, guys. So, hey, Josie, I see you, my sister. Hello, everybody. Music with Chloe. Hi. True Mamle. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I see my sister, Josie. I really appreciate you. God bless you. You're always a blessing. So guys, share me out. So today I just yesterday we had a hot topic. Whenever you go to Josie's channel, man, it's always hot, nice topics. I always like listening to the topic. Enjoy the background as we listen. So welcome everybody. So today's topic is, why is it that African countries, most of us, we got our independence in the 1960s, and there's some Asian countries also got their independence the same time. But you find that most of our African countries, instead of moving forward, we're always regressing backward. So what is the root cause? That's what I want us to discuss today. Yep. So come in, guys. Let's share. I gotta do my own background because I don't want copyright, Yeah, guys. Let's come in. Hey. Let's go. Let's come in, guys. Let's come in. Yep. Hello, Josie. I see Josie. Everybody come in. Let's discuss, connect, share me out. Yeah, so what's your opinion? What's your take? Why is it that most of our African countries I like to compare Kenya and Singapore mostly because in Kenya we got our independence in 1963, and Singapore they got their independence in 1965. Okay, and don't forget, guys, give me a thumbs up. So Kenya got independence in 1963 December. Singapore got independence in 1965, and both countries, the GDP of Kenya in 1963 was $926.6 million, almost like $1 trillion, compared to Singapore, which was $917 million GDP. You see that Kenya, at the time we got the independence, we were way like ahead of Singapore. But when you compare today, for real, I'm telling you, the GDP like in Singapore is like $38.8 billion GDP, while our nation is like only $8.50 something million. So it's like we didn't make so much progress. But we want to discuss what is the root cause of our African countries regressing backward instead of moving forward or progressing forward. What is the root cause? And we as a young generation, and we as the millennials, these younger generation coming down, what can we do? What can we do to change that? What can we, they say Africa is the richest continent with the minerals. Africa will have some of the most learned people. Like in my country, Kenya, man, getting a master's degree like almost everybody. But what is it? What is it about Africa that is making us regress? So go down there in the comment. Let's have a discussion, guys, and let me see who is in the house. Who is in the house? Share me out, guys. Don't forget, thumbs up. I see you, Ladu. Hey, Latoya, I see you. Anjibani, I see you there, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for dropping by, guys. Thank you. So today's topic is, why is it, what is it that African countries after independence, instead of progressing forward, we regressing or we regress backward? And I like to compare Kenya and Singapore, because Kenya was way ahead of Singapore. But today, if we look at Singapore is one of the best place to live or even work. The citizen of that country enjoyed it. So what is it about Africa? What is it about we? And I like asking a question like Paul asked the Galatians in the book of Galatians chapter 3. Who has bewitched you, Galatians, that you started in the spirit, now you're ending up in the flesh? Now I'm asking you as an African, you as a black person, who has bewitched us as black people, Africans? Who has bewitched us? After independence, we fought for the struggle. We fought for independence, one people. Like I remember in Kenya, the Mau Maus and all the tribes in Africa, all the tribes in Kenya, the Pan-African, they were all fighting for independence. We were all united. But what happened after the independence? What happened? What happened? What happened, people? That is the questions today. And how can we, as young people, the generation, how can we change? How can we change? How can we change our mindset? And what is the root cause? Yeah, what is the root cause? Yeah, guys. Can you hear me? Is the music too loud? Let's connect, guys, and let's have a discussion. Let's have a discussion. I see Bunny. I see Trumami. Share me out, guys. Share me out. Appreciate all of you. Thank you. Don't forget the thumbs up. Welcome to Kiai Media's house. Yeah, welcome. Appreciate all of you. So what do you think is the root cause? for African countries regretting backwards instead of progressing forward? Why? What is it? You see something they talk about brain drain, right? You find that all our learned, most people, you can't find jobs in Africa. Not that we can't create jobs. We end up having our professionals moving abroad, our doctors moving up. It's so sad, like not a long time ago, we're having a lot of Cuban doctors going to Kenya. Well, our Kenyans are leaving Kenya, going to other nationalities, other nations. What is it? African people. What is it? African people, Kenyan people. Right now we're going into elections time this year, 2022. And they go online and you can see like the division. Like every time we have election, why can't we have peaceful election? Why do we have to allow politicians to divide us? So I'm asking a question today. What is it? I want to see the comments. What do you think is the root cause for African nations to regress? That our people, learned people, have to go do menial jobs in other countries. You see somebody with a degree working as a CNA. You see somebody with a master's, when they go abroad, you're working in the warehouse. What is it? What is it about African? What is it? You don't even need to go far. Go to the Caribbean. You live in America. Just go to the Caribbean islands. You see, what is it about Africans? And how can we change? The richest continent with all kinds of mineral, the oil, all kinds of mineral, basically nuclear, everything. We have professionals who can build those industry to exploit all those minerals. But what is it about us that we still have to wait and put our hands down for aid? Africa can sustain itself, you know that. We can sustain ourselves, but what is it and what can we do? What can we do to change that? Let's talk, let's come together and reason together. I see you guys. What's your opinion? Welcome guys, welcome guys. Any African people out there? Josie, what do you think it is? And how can we resolve if we find the root cause? How can we resolve our problems? Welcome. Don't forget to connect, share me out, subscribe and share. Thank you, Josie and the team, for praying for me. You remember I requested that prayer and God came through for me. God came through for me. Josie and the team and Latoya, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. How can we change our countries? What can we do as African young people to change, to bring change to the nation, to the nations of motherland? Because I've seen like in Kenya, recently have a lot of young people, they run for office, but once they get into the government, the story is the same. The story is the same. Is everybody want to have a piece of cake for themselves and their family. But how can we change that? How can we hold our leaders accountable? How can we hold our leaders accountable? How? It's so unbelievable, man. It's so unbelievable. So unbelievable. Yep. Welcome, guys. Don't forget a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And let's reason together. Let's engage. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah. Who is in the house? Simply Kiai, welcome. I see you. I see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. And I want to request everybody, just remember Kenya in prayers as we go this time of election. We always tend to have stuff happening, you know. What can we do? Simply, what can we do? What can we do as Black people? Latoya, what can we do as Black people? Jamaica is beautiful. What can we do to improve our economy? Why is it that all our African countries, even the islands, after independence, instead of progressing forward, we regress? What's your take, guys? And how can we change? How can we change that? I don't know about the islands, but in Kenya, number one reason for regression, it is corruption. Corruption. I'm from Kenya, so I'll just talk about Kenya. I don't know about other countries, but Kenya, corruption in the government. You know, after independence until the early 80s, when I was a kid, you cannot believe it. The streets of where we used to live, they almost look like my neighborhood. The street light was working. The roads were all well organized. That was Isili. Check out Isili right now. It's like a nightmare. There was proper planning. In those days, you could call 999. You know, in America, you call 911. I remember you could call 999 and the police would show up within like minutes. You call an ambulance, there was ambulance services and it was all government provided. You didn't have to pay anything. And things were just, the Kenya shilling was so strong. With 5 Kenya shilling, at the time you could buy milk, sugar, and bread. And the whole family. I'm talking about the late 70s, early 80s. But since 1982, 1981, things started going backwards instead of going forward. How and why and how we as young people, how can we change this? How can we eliminate corruption? How can we, because we're all coming abroad, then what happens? What happens? Will we ever have change? Will we have change? Let's have a discussion, people. One of these days, I'm going to invite people. Number one, root cause of African countries going backwards is corruption. That's number one root cause. But how can we eliminate corruption? It's not that other countries are not corrupt. If you actually look some of the most corrupt countries, you see them there in Europe, South, you know. But the problem with our countries is when we do corruption, we like, you know, we just steal everything. Yeah, steal everything. How can we eliminate corruption? And number two, like our biggest problem, like in Kenya, is tribalism. Kenya, we got like maybe 44 tribes. And like right now, this time of election, we are all divided. Even if your leader, you know, they're not going to deliver what they promise. You know, some of them are crooks, some of them are like, they become rich by stealing public funds. But because they are from our neighborhood, because they are from our village, because we speak the same dialect, you don't care if somebody else from another tribe can actually deliver the promise. But you vote for somebody because he's from your community, he's from your tribe. It's not because they can deliver. And guess what happens? When we keep doing the same things, we'll keep getting the same results. You continue voting the same goons, you continue voting the same people who are stealing public funds. We're going to keep getting the same results. You know, they go get loans abroad, they go get big money, billions of dollars, go to China, they go wherever. And when they get the funds, the first thing they do is sort themselves out and their friends. Cartels. But how can we, as young people, eliminate this? Hey, Bobby, I see you. I see you. I see you. Simply Kenai said, all big bellies passing gas in parliament. It's so disgusting. When you see these guys, you vote them in, the first thing they want to do is raise a salary for themselves. Raise a salary. They're already stealing. Some of them, like here in America, you cannot live a life that's beyond your, if you live a life beyond of what you make, you're going to get audited. Okay? You're going to be audited. But some of these people, you can't explain you're making 500 or 1 million Kenya shilling, but these guys, man, they have choppers. How much does it cost to fuel a chopper? And you see them campaigning with choppers after chopper after chopper. They're using helicopters everywhere they're going. And all that is public funds. Money that is supposed to go to build schools, to build police station, to build all these government facilities, to upgrade and all that. But if you go to Kenya police stations, most of them is the same ones that were built by the British colonies. Not the British, but the British. But how can we change young people, youth man? How can we change these narratives? Because I've seen, man, even younger people, right now, this year, there's so many young people who are going to run, but I promise you, some of them will not make it because we're going to vote the same goons who've been stealing government public funds because they're from our tribe. And that encourages corruption. There are several cases. We all know this woman stole a lot of billions of Kenya shillings from the youth funds that was supposed to help the youth. But she was never found guilty, even if there was enough evidence. And come election time, you have this other woman who is a lawyer, who has integrity, but when they to run for the election, people chose Barabbas over what is right. You all know the story of Jesus at the cross, Barabbas and Jesus, the two thieves, People say, give us Barabbas, do away with this Messiah. And that's what we're always doing. That's one of the biggest problems with African politics. And it's not the politician, it is you and I, the people who are giving the vote. We're the problem. We are the problem. Because you're going to vote them because of the little money they give you during the election time, but once they get in, they forget about you until the next election. Or because they're from your tribe. Hello, young people, don't be bribed 2022. Vote right. Vote for people with integrity. Okay? So this example I'm giving you, one of these person was, she's always being caught red-handed, stealing, embezzling government public funds. But the Kenyan people from that community, they keep voting her back in, while there's another candidate who's always she's a woman of integrity. She's been there fighting for democracy in Kenya. But people will not vote for what is right. Just like the days of Jesus. We prefer Barabbas, but we don't prefer what is right. Personally, the best way we can do it is to choose and elect. Let's change our mindset. Don't vote on people because they're from your community. Don't vote for people because they'll give you bread today. What about tomorrow when they get in? They will forget about you. They will forget about you totally. Hello? Are you there? Talk to me. Hey, Phenomenon. Welcome, Phenomenon. It's been a minute. It's good to see you. Anne's voice, welcome. Hey, share me out with the Kenyan people. Kenyan young people, don't be deceived by these politicians, man. Go vote for the young fresh, but with integrity. Integrity is the key. If you're going to eliminate corruption, if you're going to progress in our nation and even in Africa, we have to eliminate corruption. We have to eliminate tribalism. Like personally, let me give you myself as an example, okay? My mom comes from Northeastern, a place called Isiolo, okay? Isiolo. Her tribe is Borana. And Boranas, normally they don't intermarry with other tribes, okay? And my dad is from Central Province, a place called Nyeri, okay? And from the time they got married and they started getting babies together, both families, mostly from the Borana side, they abandoned my mom and they abandoned us as kids. We were just innocent. We were divided, like the whole family was divided. My mom abandoned, and their relatives, the Borana side, they used to call us Gurales, Ijole Gurales, like what kids for Gurales, like, and they look at you with despise, even though they're your kin, they're your family, tribalism. Now, when you bring that into politics, how can we ever progress? How can we ever progress? How can we ever? Tribalism is bad. I've experienced racism, and sometimes it's easy to tell because you look different. Racism, and you're different. So, but when you're all Africans, black people, why do we discriminate against one another? Because of tribes. Abandon your relatives, abandon your nephews, your cousins, your daughters, your sons, just because they married from another tribe. And that's one of the things that causes corruption. Because if I'm from this community, I know my community will always get me into the government, no matter what. No matter what I do, if I steal, embezzle, whatever I do, my community will always get me back in the government. And for the longest time, we were ruled by certain community. It's about time we change. Vote for leaders who are going to bring progress. Vote for leaders who have, and let's hold them accountable. Let's hold them accountable. Like I see a lot of them, I like the way this country, if somebody is caught doing something, corruption, you get impeached. You get impeached. It is sad. Just like the other day, if you go watching the Kenyan news, there's this big shot who stole 1.2 billion NSSF fund. That's like money for, to cater for people who are sick and all that. This guy is only getting a few years in prison. And so many other politicians who've been caught stealing. I'm talking about billions and billions of shillings. And nobody is ever held accountable. Oh, we make noise for short time, Kenyans. Oh, yeah, blah, blah. We stole, they stole for short time. And then we easily forget. And then it happens again. And then we forget. And these guys are stealing billions, not talking thousands. They're stealing billions of public funds. But come election time, they will bribe you with the same money they're stealing from the government. They're stealing from you. They'll bribe, they give you a little something with the same money, and then you vote them in, and the story continues over and over and over. How can you do the same thing and we expect different results? We vote for the same goons because they're from our tribe, they're from our community. We'll expect the same results. How can we bring change? How can we change our mindset? Young people, the power is in your hand. Kenyans, Africans, we need to bring change. There's one of my favorite reggae songs that says about Africa united, one Africa. One Africa. And the colonizers knew what they were doing. The colonizers, if you go to Zambia, Zimbabwe, like Mozambique, they have people speaking Swahili. Zambia, they have people speak Bantu and Nilotes and Kusha. We are all like one people. But the rule of divide and conquer. Can you imagine how powerful Africa will be? It would be a very powerful continent. But the colonizers knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. So, I'm calling out on you, young people, let's reason together. Africa, share me out to Kenyan people. Share me out to young people as go during this time of election. You know, I lived in 1982 during the coup in Kenya. And then there was 1990s, the Saba Saba movement to bring democracy, to stop the dictatorship in Kenya. And I remember very well in 1982, man, I was just a kid. Kids were the ones who are suffering the most. I was so traumatized, you know, seeing people getting shot. The military is shooting one another, the Kenya Air Force, the Kenya Army. Because we live right next to the base that was trying to overturn the government. It was the worst experience. You hear curfews, you can't get out, all you hear is gunshots. I can only imagine in other countries, our neighboring countries, where you live out of terror. Hello, guys. Share me out as we go to this time of election. Let's elect leaders who will be responsible and accountable. Don't elect them, guys, because they're from your community. Don't elect them because of the milk and oil and the few coins they're giving you right now. Because once they get, and that money is your stolen money. Because if you're making 1 million Kenya shillings a month, there's no way in 1 million you can own choppers and campaign with choppers and, you know, these guys living like kings. No way. How can we stop that? Hello? Guys, thank you. Simply cannot. Let me read the comment. Yeah, simply saying that there's one boss who took employees' salary, ran to the USA with billions. And these people, I mean, I've seen so many governors, they steal money and they take the case to even the judicial system. They take it to court. We just hear it after some time, you see them out and nothing ever happened. Like there's this one, was he a governor or mayor? The dude bribed a lawyer 200 million Kenya shillings. If you can bribe somebody with 200 million, how much money have you stolen to be able to bribe somebody 200 million shillings? Oh, we complained, we Kenyans, but we forget so quick. We forget, oh, yeah, wait, they're stealing. It goes to court and then we forget. How can we bring change in our nations, Africans, Kenyans? We have the chance this election. Don't vote people because they're from your tribe. I have suffered as a kid, even right now here in the Metroplex. We have these communities. You cannot go because I'm not pure Kikuyu. There's community groups that I can't go because I'm not 100% Borana. And we're in the first world. You know how ridiculous that is? I go to a group like, no, you can't join this group because you're not 100% Kikuyu. I go to this other one, you're not 100% Borana. What has that got to do with it? But when something happens in the community, everybody wants everybody to contribute and help out because you're Kenyan. At that time, we are Kenyan. You're not Kikuyu, you're not this. And I'm talking about first world, people. First world. Remember 2008 election. Here in Dallas, in the first world, even in the churches, politics on tribal lines. We need to change our mindset. Who has bewitched? Galatians 3, verses 1. Who has bewitched you, Galatians? But now I'm saying it to us. Who has bewitched you, Kenyans? Who has bewitched us, Kenyans? Who has bewitched you, Africa? Who has bewitched you, Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, all the countries? Who has bewitched black people? We fought as one for independence, for our freedom. You went to South Africa, it's like want the freedom of Kenya. You went to Uganda, freedom. We were all as one people wanting the Pan-African, wanted to have all African countries free. But today we are divided, not only in one country, we're divided with 44, 45 tribal lines. And then in Africa, like how many states, we all divided into, and then there's provinces, and then there's, like, I can't go, going to, like, let's say, like in America, it's like almost same size, slightly smaller than Africa, but you can move state to state to state. How about if you were to move I'm from Kenya, I can just go to Uganda, I can go to Burundi, I can go to, and that way there'll be progress. We unite as one people, man. What are your thoughts? Let me read the comments. I'm awake. Self-care, health, wellness, thumbs up. Thank you, self. And guys, let's connect, man. And I always encourage people. Personally, I like visiting people. Like I go to people's LS, and I like supporting, and let's talk. Jokey B, I see you. Jokey B, man. Thank you, bro. Please share me out to young people in Kenya, man. Because personally, man, I remember the Saba. I was there in the struggle, man. And I was also like, those days I used to work as a makanga. Makanga is like a tout, Nambatisa. Nambatisa is sleep. And I remember we were young men and we were arrested, a bunch of us, and we were really beaten up, fighting for the struggle to get not independence, to get the freedom, to have democracy in Kenya, where we can have many candidates running for presidency. But even after that, man, I remember, man, like in the neighborhood where we used to live, we were going to sleep in the public toilets because the police were coming at night to get all the youth, and they would beat the hell out of us so that to intimidate us to stop fighting for democracy. Trust me, it was really bad. There are people who fought, there are people who suffered for democracy. There are people who suffered, we fought for independence. But what are we doing? We have the power, young people. It only takes for good people to do nothing for the wicked to excel. So everybody say, oh, I'm not going to vote, because even if you vote, yeah, that's what it takes for you not to vote. But if we can vote these people out, vote fresh ideas, fresh mindset. Come on. This year, there's a lot of young people running for office. I want to encourage you, young people, if we're going to change our nation, let's start voting for new ideas. People you can reason together. Okay? Come on, guys. Come on. Let's connect, yo. Let's connect. Hey, some people say I'm mad. Some people, they say I'm crazy. And some just let me go. Some people, they think I'm a fool. And some, hey. Let's connect, guys, and let me see what you think. African people, let's talk. And don't forget, guys, let's pray for Kenya this 2022. Okay? Yeah, so I said point number one, corruption. Two of the major reasons that we regress as Africa is corruption, and greed. And I'll even give you examples. Even young people, I think the generation that fought for independence, they were okay until the early 80s. And then the next generation took over. And then things started going backwards because everybody wants to steal the cake. And then now my generation. Let's connect, guys. Let's connect. So number one is corruption, and then number two is tribalism. If you go to Kenya, tribalism, Uganda, Tanzania, all these countries, man, Rwanda, Burundi, you all know what happens. You go to Congo, like Congo is one of the richest countries in the world with the minerals. That country is so rich, but you look at the GDP. What is up? Who has bewitched? That's the question. Galatians 3, like Paul asked the Galatians, who has bewitched you? So I'm asking we as Black people. Even here, go to community predominantly our people. You'll see the difference. And let's not be like the blame game, like in the Garden of Eden. Okay? When God came to Adam after the fall, God asked Adam, what have you done? When he was hiding, he said, God, it is not me, it is the woman who gave it to me. And then God goes to Eve and said, like, Eve, what have you done? And then he said, it's not me, it is the devil. And then the devil is like, the devil had no one to blame. So we always passing that blame game. We fought for independence, yeah, right? We fought for independence. We've gone to school. We have some of the most educated people. Actually, like even Kenya technology, the M-Pesa technology is the first technology of paying by phone in the world, and then Japan. But right now it's all over, but we never get the credit. But we can't pass the blame. You can pass the blame and say, oh, it's the colonizers. Oh, it's this race. Oh, it's that race. Oh, it's that tribe. It's no. We fought for independence. We got our freedom. We got our land back. But what happened? Why are we regressing? Right now, African countries, left, right, and center, is just getting loans and loans and loans and loans and billions of loans. And the thing is, instead of using it's like, let's say I go borrow some money to run a business here in America. And then instead of using that money to build that business so I can pay the loan back, the thing is, in our nations, we get the loans and then we steal the freaking money. We make shady deals with our friends and we just squander them. We just steal left, right, and center. And we're talking about billions. If you're not from Kenya, go check out on YouTube the Corona millionaires or billionaires. During that period of Corona hit in Kenya, people in government, people with their friends, they saw an opportunity to steal billions of shillings. Even in a crisis, we are stealing. My family, some of my relatives lives in the shanties, in the hood, Madare, wherever. But these guys can't even have access to the vaccine. And these vaccines were given out for free. They don't have access. You go to some place they're selling, but they're supposed to be free. People making billions or millions. Who has bewitched we Black Africans? Like whatever, it don't matter if you're an African, Black people all over, anywhere part of the world. What's up with us? Who has bewitched us? Galatians 3, verses 1. Who has bewitched us? Let's connect, guys. Let's connect. And I'm asking questions. So, what do you think? What do you think? Yeah, simply cannot, for real. This technology, people paying by phone, by Android, by Apple, whatever, they just... And you know, I was watching Miss Trudy. If you all know Miss Trudy, she was interviewing this dude in Kenya, in New York. He's a billionaire, Kenyan billionaire we don't even know about. We all use the second verification. Every time you get your phone, it's second verification. I didn't know it was a Kenyan idea who came up with that feature. Did you know? I was surprised Miss Trudy was interviewing these guys, and that dude lives next to billionaires. But we never hear of such thing. An invention that was an African dude, a Kenyan dude who came up, and there's so many other inventions. Like, did you know that AC elevators was a black man's invention? Air condition, black man invention. Street lights, black man invention. So many big, major inventions, but they're black people. But what is happening right now? We cannot pass. Don't be like Adam and Eve. Oh yeah, it's Eve. Oh, it's the serpent. Oh, it's the colonizers. Oh, it's so and so. It is up to us, we as a people, young generation. We're gonna see prosperous, progressing Africa, the islands. We have to arise and make a change. Vote with your conscience. Elect leaders who you know they're going to deliver, not because they're from your tribe, guys. Okay? So, what are the effects? The effect of corruption, tribalism. It leads us to poor governance. Because I mean, these guys know you'll still vote them in, so they don't care. Even if they steal, even if they fail, they know come another election, they'll get their 2 terms and we're going to elect them. Kenyans, African. Remember what happened in Egypt? Young people got tired. And there was a change. I don't know what other countries. People just like enough is enough. Like in the days of Saba Saba, we said it's enough, and the people went for struggling. We need change now. If we keep doing the same things, we'll keep getting the same results. Guys, give me a thumbs up, please. And share me out. I see you, Irene. Welcome. I see you, Irene. Trumami, Latoya still in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Phenomenon. I haven't seen you. So guys, can you mention a few inventions that were done by black people? Few inventions. I'm gonna give a lot of watch hours for people who are gonna give me a few. Trust me, I'm gonna give you hours. So give me a few major inventions that black people came up with. Some people, they think I'm a fool, and some say I'm insane. Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's. If you're from Kenya, if you're from that region, East Africa, let's talk, guys. Share me out. We're talking about 2022 election. How can we bring change? Because we vote the same people. We're gonna vote on tribal lines. We're gonna get the same result. And if you're there, you're a good person, you're saying, I'm not gonna go for election, I'm not gonna go vote. Somebody said it only takes for good men, for good people to do nothing, for the wickedness to continue. You know, it's so unbelievable. Like, you go to caches like people to pray, overnight prayers. People don't go overnight like we do in Africa. Like, if there are nations that pray, Africans can pray. Africans, we can do church, man. Like, even right now, people are praying and fasting, and we can pray the whole night. people fasting. I remember we used to fast 3, 20, 21 days, 40 days. We got mountain prayers everywhere in the forest, you know. I used to spend nights in the mountains praying, interceding, everything. And then you go to churches and see, man, even corruption has penetrated the church. You know, corruption has penetrated, where ministers, instead of becoming shepherds, they're slaughtering the sheep, like in the days of Samuel. You know, that's how Samuel became the priest, because the sons of certain high priests, they were killing, eating all the nice fat cows and goats they were keeping to themselves. But God rejected them, and God destroyed them and anointed Samuel. So corruption has even, now you can imagine if corruption has entered in the church, how much more out there? We need change, people, and accountability. Accountability. Tribalism is the enemy of progression. Corruption and greed. It doesn't mean these fast foods are not corrupt. They're corrupt, but there is also accountability. If you're caught stealing, you will pay for it. There's consequences. Let me give you an example. Like in Kenya, it's like 2, 3, or 4 years ago. There's this man who was caught selling cat meat. He used to sell cat meat like in the bus stops and people, you know. And this guy, he was arrested, arraigned in court the same day, and he was found guilty. And he was sentenced, I don't know how many years, just because he was selling cat meat. But you get a politician who has stolen, like one time, even in like the budget, they said it was a typo error, and they stole billions like of shillings, and nobody is ever charged, or nobody is ever found guilty. But if you're caught stealing a cell phone, if you're caught stealing small time things, you will be arraigned in court and you will be jailed immediately. No question asked. And yet you can't afford a lawyer because you're poor. You're the one who's going to be given 1,000 shilling, which is your money that was stolen, and then you're going to vote and elect these people. Young people, Kenyan people, let's vote with our conscience. Let's forget this thing of community and the tribal lines and vote people we know they will deliver. And the sad thing is we don't have good people also running for office, for like the major office. Right now we have a lot of young people running for MCAs. You have young people running for governors. Please, guys, young people, go support them. And you, young leaders, coming up leaders, when you get voted, don't get greedy. Don't join the cartels and start taking care of yourself and your people and your friends. Because the last few times, there's a couple young people who got in and they lost. You know, they're always stealing also. They got caught up in the mix. So that is what we can do as young people. Go and vote right. Whatever country. Kenya is this time. Tomorrow might be Uganda. Next year might be Nigeria, Ghana. Let's get it. I like what was happening in Nigeria. Young people said enough is enough, and they went out in the street. Come on, people. Let's arise, young people. Let's bring change. Let's bring change. Like, you know, so sad. Like, I go to a lot of Nigerians events, and they will never look at me like, oh, he's just Kenyan. He's just Kenyan. They're like, no, you're not welcome. They invite me to their homes. And I don't like categorizing everybody and say, just like in Kenya, say Kenya is corrupt. It's not all Kenyans are corrupt. So also even Nigeria, it's not all of them were corrupt. So most of my friends, actually, if you come to the gym, my workout buddies, they are Nigerians. I have Ghanaians. I have Sierra Leoneans. I have even Zairians. I mean, those are my buddies, like people I can call anytime. And I'm always hanging out with them, you know? And we don't say, oh yeah, he's Kenyan. But I can go to certain events, groups, community Come on, guys, we're in the fast world. We need to stop that. How can we bring change if we bring that nonsense in the fast world? It's like, oh, no, you're half-breed. Can you imagine I'm Kenyan and they're calling me a half-breed and I'm in fast world? Oh, you can't join this community, you're half-breed. You're not 100% this tribe or 100% this tribe. That thing is annoying, man. It is annoying. But I can go hang out with the other nationalities from Africa. You know, they don't care. Hello? Kenya, 2022. Let's change our mindset. That's number one thing we have to do. Let's change our mindset. If you're going to eliminate corruption, don't vote for leaders because they're from your tribe. From your tribe or from your community. Don't let them bribe you for a small loaf of bread, a few $1,000s today. And then tomorrow they'll steal more money and forget about you. Come another election, they're gonna do the same thing over. And we're gonna get the same result. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with what I'm saying. Latoya, I see you. Who has bewitched us? Galatians 3. Do you want Barabbas or do you want what is right? Do you want to vote for a leader who represents Barabbas, stealing, a thief? Or do you want what is right? Integrity. People have to be held accountable. You know? Lack of employment. I have so many of my buddies who like doctors. I mean, they're working abroad now. We call it mind drain. Like they get all the smart people to go abroad. Not that we can't create employment. And I pray one day Africa will open all these borders because I mean, these borders, man, you know, the rule of divide. These guys, the colonizers, knew what they were doing when they were breaking us into small countries, and then within a country there's provinces. You know, like this tribe province, this tribe province. Like I don't know about other countries in Africa, but Kenya was divided into so many small provinces in tribal lines. And in those days, you needed a passbook to go to another province. And now come to like the whole continent, the same thing. And it's up to us, this generation, when we can change that. We can unite and change that. We can have like African national, like passport, like you're from, I see a lot of vloggers when trying to go to other African countries, you're given such a difficult time and you're an African. And I can only imagine before colonizers, Africans, you could just migrate with the season, whatever we were. How can we bring change to that? Hello, young guys, let's talk. Let me look at the comments. What's going on up here? Let's see. Da-da-da. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Share me out, people. Kenyans. I know I say what is wrong with African countries. Why we're regressing? Why is Kenya regressing? Singapore got independence 1965. Kenya got independence 1963. The GDP for Singapore was lower than Kenya, okay? But right now, if you compare the GDP of Kenya and Singapore, GDP of Singapore is $38.9 billion, and Kenya is still at $8.5 billion. Can you see the difference? It's like almost $30 billion difference. But during the independence, the Kenyan GDP was higher. The Kenya's currency was so strong until comes what? We got our independence after 10 years. We started going downhill. Who has bewitched? Oh, Bunny, I pray for God's help, God's healing upon you. I didn't see the comment. May God heal you. May God touch you. May God touch you. May God touch you. May God heal you. Yep. So, guys, I really appreciate. Thank you for coming in. I'm just trying to see the comments and see what do you think we as young people, because you saw what happened here in the election time. People were tired. People were tired and they needed change. And the change happened. Your voting card in Kenya can make all the difference. Whether you're Luo, Luya, Borana, Somali, Meru, Kisi, Masai, Pokot, Kalenjins, all the tribes, Indian, you can make a difference with your vote, guys. Don't vote. I'm so tired of these things of like these large community merging together so that they can get into, to the office. Let's vote. Let's vote with our conscience. Because otherwise we'll keep getting, right now I see a lot of merging. We're going to get the same results. We'll just be mark timing, but there's no progress. Come another election, same thing. We get these visions, big plans, but we stay there. People continue stealing. We continue accumulating loans and loans after loans. There's something that is so sad. I saw a couple of videos where like Africans, like even in Kenya, and a Kenyan was getting whooped, really getting whooped because he came to work late by a Chinese in your own country. And at some point, like Kenyans were not even allowed to go to some restaurant at a certain time in your own country. Hello, guys, Africans, black people. Let's change our mindset. Let's be one. Let's be one people. And that's one thing. We got this freedom, but we never got this freedom. Broke the chains, but the mind is still bound. We still, that mentality, how can we break it? Like I remember when I was a kid, we used to have a dog in my aunt's place, and he used to tie it in one place, and we used to feed it all the time. And it was tied there for so long that even if you let it loose, it just stayed there. The mindset was like, yeah. So the same thing is happening right now. We got our independence, man, but we can't blame, say they did it to us. We have the power right now. They broke the chain. How can we bring change? Young generation, you're the ones to bring the paradigm shift and just change everything. Yes, you can, guys. Young people, you can. Because I know like in Nairobi, most of these young people, like Saturday, they don't even know, they can barely even speak their dialect, their parents' dialect. Yes, we can. What's up, Grace? Favored. I see you there, Favored. I see you, Favored. Thank you for coming. Grace Gitu, my sister. Niaje. Maze nishe. Election time, tunaenda election. Nijaribu kunini campaign dia. Vijana to promote peace and harmony. Let's go vote. Grace, tuende to vote. Not on tribal lines, but vote for leaders, integrity. Leaders we know they can deliver. Okay? That's number one mindset we have to change. You have to change, remove tribalism. Remove that one in whatever part of Africa, and then hold these people accountable. even the judicial system, we have to, I think sometimes it calls for people to go and just stand out. Don't be scared like we did in those days of Saba Saba, fighting for the rights of democracy. So today people are able to stand many parties and leaders. At the time then you couldn't, because it was a dictator's nation. So even now, it calls for young people to arise and say enough is enough with this corruption. We need to see people being held accountable. You need to see people getting held accountable. Okay? Oh my God. Let's connect, guys. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Connect people, let's say. Hey Grace. Come on, guys. We're having a conversation. Let's reason together. Josie, what do you think needs to be done to see change? I'm so tired of seeing these ghetto slums, the rich getting so rich. Like there's no between region. Like in every freaking neighborhood, rich neighborhood, go to Modaiga, there's Madare. Go to Runda, there's a slum, Madare and another. Go to Karen, there's Dagoretti. Like in every rich neighborhood, there's a slum. Poor people. So these rich are extremely rich and the poor are extremely poor. They don't even have basics like public bath, you barely have water. Guys, Kenyans, Africans, if you keep voting on those lines, we'll keep getting the same results. Right? Is that true? Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. I see. Some people say I'm insane. There's some people, they're calling me a fool. But Lord, let me go. Let me go. Hey, just let me go. Let my people go. Let's change our mindset. Let the corruption go, y'all. Vote out any corrupt leader and vote what is right. Don't vote for Barabbas. Go check the story of Jesus if you don't know the story of Barabbas. The Pilate asked the people, do you want Jesus or do you want Barnabas? You see, during election time, that's what happens. You're being asked. You're being asked during election time. This is just an example. Metaphor. Barabbas, corrupt leaders. And then Jesus, good leaders who have integrity. And then God gives you a chance. Who will you want to vote? Do you want Barabbas or do you want what is right? Do you want corrupt just because it's from your community Are you going to vote for them, or are you going to vote for what is right, even if they're not from your community? You also, what happened in this nation, people are tired, getting tired and tired. You know? And don't go on party lines. Sometimes here, actually, people from the other party voted for this party, even though they don't, you know, just to have the change. If you want to bring change in Africa, in Kenya, if you're tired of getting tired, vote leaders who will deliver. And listen. Don't vote them because they're from your tribe or community. I will keep saying that again. Okay? If we vote the same goons, we're going to get the same results. And we'll keep going and going and going and going. The rich continue getting rich, the poor continue getting poor. Vote what is right. Don't vote on trouble line. Vote for what is right. When you vote in 2022, vote what is right. Forget tribal line. Forget he's your people. Just vote. Hey, vote what is right. Vote for integrity. Tribalism must die. Hey, what is right? Just vote what is right. Hey, Kenyan people, skiza it. Kenyan people, 2022, let's vote what is right. Even if it's from your tribe and they're corrupt, vote what is right. Are you tired of corruption? Are you tired of poverty? Are you tired of lacking job, yet you've gone to school for 15, 16 years? Just vote what is right. Vote what is right. Nikiangalia ghetto, msoto imezidi baada ya COVID. Niko na jamii mazee wanalia, brother tutumie kakitu. Niko na brother mazee analia mazee. Mtoto wangu ana kitu yake Roma. Brother nitumie kakitu. Kama tunataka different results in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Uganda, Tanzania, in all of Africa, if you want to see a change, hey, we gotta vote what is right. Woo. Vote, yes, vote. 2022 Kenyans, let's vote what is right, yo. Hey! Wase wanaenda kuchukua loan abroad, lakini wakikuja mtaa manze kitu ni kumanga malone, yani wase mtaa unaendelea tu ni msoto. Ma youth man, umeenda chuo, umeenda primo, umeenda high school, umeenda college, lakini ukitoka chuo manze ukiingia mtaa game ni different kwa grao. Unasakanya, my employment hakuna. Unaenda online maresume unaweka, wasema degree, wasema masters, wasema PhD, lakini hakuna janta, hakuna job. Hey, Kenyan people, 2022, let's vote what is right. Hey, vote what is right. We kijana uko pale mtaa manze, unapatiwa dhao moja ya kukufunga macho. Nasikia wakienda nini wasema hii ya kufunga macho. Unavotia leader mahali corrupt. Unasahau hiyo ndo wamekupatia ni ndo wamekuwa kiiba kwa gava. Ndio during time of education wanakuja wanapatia hiyo chapa. Lakini manze niko na this message. Kenya 2022. Hey. Vote with your conscience. Yeah. Vote with your conscience. Don't forget, manze, kuna wamekuwa kwa gava for years and years, manze. The first government, the second government, the third government, the fourth government, but all they do, manze, ni kumanga, kukula, kunona, kunini, kujijenga. But ukiangalia hata makarao, manze, kamshandeni kale. Huyo karao watakuaji yendo unataka linde mali yako, lakini manze ile chapa mnampatia haitoshi. Keja hakuna. Waseni kuninia una expect aji manze, ukipata the same opportunity sana unapia inabidi corruption inaendelea progress. If you're gonna see change, raya in Africa also, if you're gonna see change in Africa whenever we vote, hey, African people, young people, we the ones who gonna bring the change, yo. Change. Oh, vote, what is right? This is my 2022 song for Kenyan people. If you're Kikuyu, just vote what is right, no tribal lines. Hey, don't matter what community. If you're Luo, if you're Lunje, if you're Kisi, if you're Somali, if you're Mkamba, if you're Meru, if you're Mtaita, if you're Mijikenda, if you're Masai, if you're Pokot, just vote for what is right. That's how we're gonna see change. Oh, Kenya 2022. Hey, let's vote for what is right. Let's vote for what is right. Hey. Yeah. Sikiza basi. Tukiendelea kufanya ujinga zile sisi ufanya manze, every time election, comedians, musicians, unapatiwa kabunde kidogo, unapatiwa nini, alafu nina campaign mse wa kwenu ama mse wa party yako, lakini unajua hase ni magondi, unajua hase wamekuwa kimanga doza nini, lakini we voting na tuna expect to get different result. Hey, who has bewitched you? Kenya people, who has bewitched us? African people, who has bewitched us? Let's change. Africa, one people. Kenya, one people. Hey, let's vote what is right. Arise, all young people in Africa, all young black people, Africa, the island, Jamaica, Trinidad, whatever part of the world, black young people, let's bring a change for what is right. Right. Let's change it. Yeah. Skiza basi, man. Kenya 1963 got our independence. Singapore 1965 got our independence. Ukiangalia manze, the two countries is like day and night. Economy ya Kenya GDP ilikuwa juu kuliko ya Singapore, lakini sasa ukiangalia triple yani, lakini sisi bado tuna regress badala ya progress because of what? Corruption, tribalism, ujinga na vitu kama hizo, greed. Hey, Kenya 2022. Hey. Oh, my motherland Kenya 2022. Let's vote with our hearts. Let's vote with a conscience. Wewe mnajua au Martha alikuwa ameibadoa ma youth, ma national youth service. Mnajua hiyo story yote, mnakemba hiyo side. Mnajua ni mbingo, mnajua limanga hiyo do. Truth ilikuwa, evidence ilikuwa. Lakini mazee alienda time election kwa province yake to her people. He had one good woman, a lawyer, but people preferred Barnabas over what was right. The lawyer fought for the democracy we're enjoying. But this one, I knew he'd been stealing money and been caught all the time. Lakini, watu wa kwenye, juni wa kwenye manze, but because she's from your community, you voted, you elected, and after getting in the office, same thing happened. Over and over, scandal after scandal, money missing, money missing, money missing, but you keep voting the same people, expect different results. Itakuwaje? Hey, Kenyan people, Kenyan youth men, Africans, let's unite and let's get off corruption and tribalism. Vote. Vote, 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 vote. About to finish now. Vote what is right. 2022. Let's vote with our heart. Let's vote, vote, vote what is right. Hey. Yeah, what is right. May God bless Kenya this 2022. You say no to tribalism. To say many no to tribalism. To say many no to being, divided by these people. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care is about their tummies and milk. All they care is about, kujiongezea chapatu. Kitu ya kwanza wakiingia gava, kitu moja number one ufanya ni kujiongezea mshahara. Lakini youth man kwa ghetto unaendelea kusafa. You see somebody getting in the government, when you get them, elect them in, they get in skinny, but by the time they get there 1 year down the line, the stomach are here. You see somebody who's living in a certain neighborhood, but the moment they get in the office, you look at their houses like they live like in a palace. But ukienda kwa manini za makarao, if you don't know what I mean, ukienda, like if you're from Eastleigh, go to Depot, a place called Depot, and see where the police live at. They share small rooms. You go to the police station, the same buildings were left by the British. The worst place you want to be in Kenya is go to a Kenyan hotel. Come out with infection after infection. But we look at these politicians, how since the government got independence, the homes, the properties, everything. And it's all public money. Mimi siwezi blame makarao. Hata kitishika kitu kadogo manze. Ukiangalia kale kamshande anapatiwa manze, na ukiangalia zile nini hao na nini. Wakiingia kwa gava, the first thing ni kujiongezea mshande. Let's get real. Yeah. Young people in Kenya 2022, just vote what is right. Vote what is right. That's my 2022, and I pray for peace for Kenya, East Province, Western Province, Central Province, Northern Province. I pray for peace, every division, every district. Just vote what is right. Say no to tribalism. Say no to division. Say no to tribalism. Say no No, 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 no. Say no to corruption. Say no, no, no to corrupt leaders. Say no. Hey, Kenyan people, vijana, sema hapana, kataa hiyo vibe manze. Say no, 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 no. Vote, just vote what is right. Just vote what is right. Already. So the question today was, why is African countries regressing instead of moving forward? And what is your role as a young man? What is your role as a citizen of Africa? What can we do to bring change to the continent? Number one, we're the richest continent. Minerals, human resource. Actually, we got the best environment, best weather in the world. But yet, everyone imagine what's going to Dubai. People go to Dubai in the desert to have vacation, have a good time. You go to Africa, the beauty, the weather, the nature, the wild, we got all that. But yet, what it is, African. No, say no, no, no. Say no to corruption. Kenya, say no, no. Uganda, say no, no. Somali, say no to tribalism and clanism. Say no, no. Hey, Ethiopia, say no, no. Rwanda, say no, no. Burundi, no. Let's say no to corruption. Oh, Zambia, let's say no. Niger, say no to corruption. Say no. Ghana, Sierra Leone, let's say no, no. Woo. Yeah. This is the only way we're going to progress as an African. Because the question today, why is it African countries will regress since independence instead of moving forward? And the answer, corruption, tribalism. Let's say no. Even religion, man. Don't look at a brother because you're Christian, you're Muslim, you're this, and look. Let's say no. South Africa, say no, no. Zimbabwe, let's say no. If we keep electing the same leaders, election after election, how do you expect to get different results every time we do the same, make the same decision? Result will always be the same. But if we say no, 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 no. We said no in 1963. African people united and fought for independence. In Kenya, 1990s, we said no to dictatorship. We got democracy. But right now we need to say no to corruption. 2022, guys. Kenya. Kenya, Kenya. Say to Seme, no, 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 to corruption. To Seme, no, no, no. Nairobi, Kenya, say no, no, 2022. Ukiwa mtoka mtaa unachekia magava wanashikwa nini, wameiba damu, wameiba domobe, yani msee ameiba. You're not talking about naiba do kidogo, naiba like ile cheda, wanaiba munde kibao in terms of millions. Lakini wakipelekwa kwa gova, pelekwa kotini mazee, tunapiga tu pararira kidogo pararira, lakini tunasahau baadaye mazee msee ako nje. Lakini wewe shikwa leo mazee, umeiba tu kitu kadogo hivi, sema umetusanya kitu kadogo mazee, unaenda unapelekwa Zangera. hapo hapo, sentence peleko ndani mbio mbio, mbona Jumazee huwezi afford hiyo doa. But let's say no, 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 no. Kenya 2022. Let's say no, no, no. Regressing, nakuona sister, naona una dance hapo hivi na kukemba. Whoa, what is right? I want to give a shout out to all my friends, man. My teacher, Josie, Latoya, man, these guys are just much love. Annie Bunny, I hope you get well. Respect to you. True Mommy. And man, I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks for your prayers. You all know the requests I made. And God came through for me, guys. He came through for me. Man, I'm telling you, God is not like a man, for real, man. No, 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 no. Say no. Favor, I see you, man. Enough respect to all of you, man. Oh, yeah. Hey. Ladu. No, you know Ladu song. Can't go without Ladu. Hey guys, I really appreciate you, man. I gotta end up this tonight, but I really appreciate you. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe. If it's your first time on this YouTube channel, please subscribe. And don't forget, share, turn on notification, and may God bless you. And I think Josie, my teacher, Latoya, my trainers, you guys, I pray that, we're going to continue, let's talk about these issues, man. Gracie, Bonnie, everybody, appreciate you. And if you haven't visited these guys, my fans, my family, my Emilio Kiai family, go visit all the people you see in the live chat. They're really cool people. And don't forget, man, you can subscribe to their channel, turn on the notification. They're good people. They're good people out there, I got family in Ghana, living in Italy. I got Jamaica family. Gotta get me to Jamaica, Jamptown one of these days, man. I gotta get me to Jamptown one of these days. For real. That's in my bucket list, all right? So big up my people from Jamptown. Big up my people from Ghana. May God bless all of you. And before I finish, there's no better way than to finish with this. Ladu, yes, Ladu. My Ladu. Hey, Ladu. Oh my God. Already, let's finish up with this one more. Vote what is right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kenya people, vote what is right. Oh, Kenya, my motherland. 2022 is your time. Kenya, my motherland. 2022 is your time. Kama unataka kuona change, kama umechoka na corruption manze, kama umechoka na wasetu kuibagava, Kenya 2022 is your time. Vote what is right. Youth money kwa pale mtaa. Vote what is right. Young men, even in the central province. Vote what is right. Young men in central province. Just vote, vote, vote what is right. Oh, Kenya 2022 is your time. If you're tired of seeing public funds going missing and nobody's held responsible, hey, Kenya, wananchi wa Kenya 2022, this is your time. Wanaweza kuwa kwa ofisi maze, but your vote has the power. Your vote has the power. You can make the change, Kenya. Oh, Kenya people, 2022 is our time. Let's vote. Let's vote. Vote for what is. Let's vote for what is right. Vote, vote for what is right. May God bless Kenya. May God bless our people. May God bless the motherland. God bless Africa. From east to the west, central, south, and north. Hey, bless, God bless Africa. Hey, hey, I'm about to speak in tongues right now. Bless all African people. Hey, Helena. Bless, bless, bless. God bless you, everybody. I appreciate you, and see you next time. Big up. Much love. Much love. Salud, everybody. Salud. Oh, God.